What's going on, YouTube and Twitch? I hope you guys are doing well. I apologize, I know it's been a little while. I've had a lot going on recently. I had to move my work schedule around for a wedding that I had. And so I had to work like 8 days straight, and then the wedding was like a 2-day event, which took up my days off, and then I had to go back to work today. The wedding was beautiful, though. You know, I'm very grateful to have been invited and gotten to go. And the bride and the groom mean very much to me, of course. So it was a good time. But I am tired. It's been a very long week. So but I wanted to stream today because it's been a week now since I streamed last, which feels like an eternity. So I'm pulling it together. But yeah, the wedding was beautiful. It was really bad timing, coincidentally. There was a big local event going on where we live in a city of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. It's a annual summer event called Coeur d'Alene. So much of the wedding took place downtown, and it was completely packed. Roads blocked off. A bunch of cool hot rods and muscle cars. So that was neat. But yeah, it was just coincidentally bad timing. Also, the main ceremony being yesterday, during there was actually like a No Kings protest, and in response to that, there was like a big Trump caravan on the highway. So it was a crazy couple of days, honestly. But Knight's Honor, what's up, my guy? I'm doing great. How are you doing? I'm glad to see you. Thanks for hanging out. I'm a little out of it today, but it's been a week since we've streamed, and I finally have some free time, so I wanted to make sure that I got that in. But yeah, thanks for showing up and hanging out. I appreciate seeing you in the chat. Rival life update, eh? Yes. So, yeah, I've got some big news. I submitted, so coincidentally, very funny coincidence, I submitted a letter of resignation to Costco a couple days ago. Coincidentally, that same day, Destiny, my girlfriend, got her transfer approved with Costco, so she will be staying with Costco, which I'm very proud of her. But I will be leaving Costco. It's been a good 3 years. I've enjoyed my time there, but I am ready for something new. And with leaving in a couple of months, I wanted to take some time off and enjoy it with friends and family. So yes, I will be leaving Costco in less than a month, and I will take that month that I have off before we move to Tennessee, and I will be doing some serious streaming. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited. Zoro Joe, he's alive. Yes, I am alive. I am very tired. I am also hungover, to be completely honest with you. But yes, I am alive. But I appreciate you guys showing up. Big sad. I know. I will absolutely miss everyone. I made a lot of really good friendships. Met my amazing girlfriend from that job, so obviously very grateful for everything that job provided for me. But I'm ready for the next chapter in my life, you know, chat. And that next chapter, I want to be able to focus more on streaming, and I think the retail aspects of my current job really takes it out of me, energy and time-wise. So I'm really looking forward to being able to focus more of my efforts and time and energy on hanging out with you guys. So I think it'll be really good. I'm super excited. I'm very optimistic. I have no concerns or reservations. Yeah, I've got a very good feeling about it. I've talked with my girlfriend about it for a very long time, and I think it's the right move. And you guys are really special to me. You guys all mean a lot to me, and I want to be able to spend more time with you guys. So that's something that I wanted to do. Knight's Honor, I will miss you too, very much. Kiwi Paste, he escaped. Yes, I did escape. This is Malgus. What's up, buddy? Glad to see you in the chat. Glad you're hanging out. So yeah, chat, I'm really excited. I appreciate you guys showing up and hanging out and hearing my big life update, because it was a little scary, you know. Costco was like the epitome of stability, right? Like good benefits, job security, like guaranteed pay raises and bonuses and everything. Like, you know, I'm very aware that it's a very good opportunity, but I had a lot of conversations with a lot of people, a lot of friends, family, coworkers, managers, and no matter what people's thoughts or opinions were, at the end of the day, at the end of every conversation that I had that same residual feeling that I got to do something different with my life. You know, I need a change, and one that will allow me to focus more on my passions, interests, hobbies, all that. I will dedicate the lemon I'm going to be putting into my cheesecake batter tonight to you. Aw. That's very sweet. I'm glad that I will be a part of your cheesecake. Gotta follow that gut, baby. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Everything just kind of lined up recently, you know. Sorry, chat. I forgot to mention there's an ad break, by the way. I apologize. But yeah, absolutely right about following your gut. I got like I've got a big addendum to that note, but I'll wait for the ad to end so I can include everyone in on the conversation. But yeah, with obviously with streaming more and everything, that also leads me to I'm developing like a themed schedule. I thought would be kind of cool. So like every day will be a different theme of like a genre or style of game that we'll be playing together. So yeah, I've got a lot coming up, and I will be able to implement everything in a couple of weeks once I finally leave. But yeah, ad's got 10 more seconds, and I'll follow up on that whole gut thing. Also, I apologize if I'm ass. I'm just warming up. You feel me? All right. Sorry, I forgot to mention the ad break. It's been a minute since I've streamed, so I'm a little rusty. But yeah, about your point, Rifle, of like following your gut. That was like the biggest thing for me, right? With like the decision. So, coincidentally, this month is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and today is Father's Day. And I mean, it's kind of like crazy coincidental timing, but you know, my dad passed like pretty close to this time a year ago, and that was a very emotional moment for me. You know, like not to get like too deep into it, but it tore me up for a while. I had to take some time off of work, and my dad was very special to me. And I thought about my dad a lot when thinking about what my next steps were, because we're moving to Tennessee in a couple months, and I just started streaming, and I during all of this, whether I want to transfer or quit or find a new job, and I thought about my dad through a lot of it, and I thought, like, what would my dad have wanted for me, right? Because I always just wanted to make him proud. And I thought about my dad, and my dad's a very free spirit. He was a pretty rebellious guy, a bit of like an old school cowboy spirit. He did his own thing, and I thought about all of that, and I thought that my dad would be proud of me for taking a risk and betting on myself for once in my life. And I thought about like that analogy earlier, right? Like people always say like Costco, or not Costco, college. People say at college, you're investing in your future, you're investing in yourself, right? And that's all very true. And on like the flip side of that, so instead of thinking of, or not instead of, but in addition to thinking of college as like an investment in yourself, taking a risk on your interests is like betting on yourself. But when you bet on yourself, you have a higher likely outcome, so you kind of know what to expect. Because while you are taking a risk on yourself, it's not fully left up to chance. Like, you have the control to dictate what the outcome of your future is. And I know that this is something that could resonate with anyone. I've met so many people, and I know so many people even now, that they've always wanted to do something with their life, right? They may not know exactly what it is, but they've always known they wanted to do something different. Whatever that may be. That could be a huge array of things, creative or professional or travel, anything. Yeah, you control that bet. Yeah, exactly. Right. So it's like when you make a bet on yourself, it's like you're the house, You're betting against yourself, and that's what helps. It's not like a traditional bet. It's not just chance. Like it's up to you. And I've thought about that a lot the last couple of days, because I've talked to so many friends and family, and so many people that a lot of them have different perspectives. Some just gave up, and I have absolutely no judgment or reservations, but some people had something that they wanted to do in their life, and they just fully gave up, right? And I get it, man. Life is hard, and it can change things for you. But some people are still actively in that stage where they still want to do something, and they're still trying to figure it out. And I have a lot of admiration and respect for those people, and I want to take that risk. I want to step outside of my comfort zone, step outside of safety and stability, and just see where my creative passions can take me. Because that's always a scary thing, of course, pursuing something creative. You never know what's going to happen. But yeah, chat. I'm grateful to have been given this opportunity to take a risk like this. I've got an amazingly supportive girlfriend, and I've got amazing friends and family, and I've got you guys, and I'm just very excited to see where the future takes us. So I look forward to everything. I look forward to streaming more, especially. I'm excited to reveal to you guys more of my plans and ideas. Once the time kind of rolls on, I can show you what I'm working on in the background. So yeah. But yeah, what'd you say you're making, Rival? Cheesecake. Yeah, that sounds really good. What kind of cheesecake are you making? Oh. That's cool. Speeder bike with no one on it. But yeah, I've had this on the back of my mind the last couple months with us moving to Tennessee, and I think, you know, it's going to be a new environment. I'm going to be around completely new people. I just want a completely fresh start. And I'm very grateful to have such an opportunity in my life to be able to do something like that. Since I graduated college in 2020, you know, it's like the last 5 years I was just trying to figure it out, chat, you know, like what the hell am I doing? And you know, the stars just kind of aligned. I'm making a cheesecake for a nice lady. Well, I think that's a great idea. She likes New York style cheesecake, but I'm gonna zoosh it up a bit. What's New York style? I don't know what that is actually, off the top of my head. New York style cheesecake. Is it like pizza? Is there layers to it? It's a simple cream cheese cheesecake. Okay, cool. A classic then, you could say. But oh, nice. But yeah, so starting July 7th, which will be my last day at Costco. So not starting July 7th, actually starting July 8th, rather. I've got a big plan. I'm gonna stream. My planned schedule is going to be streaming at least 5 days a week, and at least 6 hours each of those 5 days. At least for a month, you know, until we move and we see what our living situation is like. But at least for, you know, a good month of the summer, I'm gonna get in some good streaming hours. I'm thinking I'm thinking Sunday through Thursday, and then maybe like an optional 6th day on Friday or Saturday, because I've worked pretty much, I've basically worked retail the last 5 years, so, and I haven't had weekends off in a very long time, so I thought it'd be nice to give myself weekends off, even if it's just for a little bit. That was my little treat to myself. Gotcha, bitch. Yeah, classic is better. That's fair. I had a huckleberry cheesecake once that was absolutely amazing. If you ever want tips on how to integrate emotes into your stream, let me know. Actually, I definitely would, because I just hit affiliates a couple weeks ago, and I haven't had very much time to work on anything yet. Like, I've got a million ideas in the back of my head, but emotes was definitely one that I eventually wanted to work on. So yeah, I would appreciate any thoughts or ideas or tips. Yeah, no, and it's something I've been thinking about too with emotes, because I've seen like different styles, you know, and I feel like a really common style for new streamers right now is they'll just kind of get like chibi versions or like chibi emotes of like their emotions, which I think is a cool idea, but I just don't know if that really like fits me, you know. So I don't know. I've been going back and forth on like what I could do for emotes. I'm still trying to think about that. So you can have the personalized emotes, but there's extensions to get emotes in your chats for free. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know that. Because yeah, I guess at the very least, until I get my personalized emotes, I can just do the extension thing. But yeah, I definitely want to do some personalized ones at some point. I had an artist, or I was like talking to an artist for a little bit, but I think they must have got busy or something, because they've been kind of quiet, which is fine. But shit. Shit, leave me alone. I might just end up designing some stuff myself, honestly, just figuring it out. Because I've designed everything so far for all my branding, and honestly, I've really enjoyed learning all of it. So it might be good for me just to keep doing my own thing for a little bit. And there's like a million artists and everything out there, but it's just so hard on the internet. Like, I want to find someone in person and like get to know them and like their work before I just like hire someone random online. I don't know. I've never had any good luck with that stuff, and I find it's usually really overpriced for not the greatest work, at least for like, you know, how much I'm paying for. So I don't know. There's Franker Face. It's really good for getting a bunch of animated emotes, and it helps with familiarizing new chatters with the classic emotes. Okay, cool. So, got it. Franker Face is also good for static classic emotes. Okay. Yeah, no, I appreciate the tips, honestly. Because yeah, it's a lot. It's crazy. Once you hit affiliate, you just get access to so much stuff, and it's definitely a learning curve for sure. Learning everything, but I love it. It's a ton of fun. I think it's super cool. All the customization options you get access to. Oof. But yeah, chat, I'm really excited. I appreciate you guys tuning in for the big news. I'll keep you updated as things go along. But yeah, for now I've got just a couple more weeks. And then once my time's up with Costco, I'm gonna just full send into streaming. Yeah, I think all of it is really neat. Yeah, no, it's super cool. Are you gonna get back into it? You definitely should. You were good at it. I also need to get like a good base cam light. It gets too dark in here. I do start my PTO week tomorrow. Oh. Yeah. I would tune in. You'll dive into the stream. I will literally physically dive into the stream. Good thing you're a strong swimmer. I'm actually not a strong swimmer. I'm a very weak swimmer. My secret move is just to kind of like roll over onto my back and just kind of float, because I get tired really fast. So but yeah, Rival, if you stream, I'll definitely watch. I know how to float and otter around the pool. Yeah, exactly. That's about the best that I can do. I grew up like around a lot of rivers and lakes, but yeah, learning how to properly swim was just not one in the books for me. I've also got some like, I've got like kind of like a weird form of asthma. Like I can go to the gym and I can more or less like run on treadmills and everything just fine, but like certain what's the word I'm looking for? certain like cardio exercises will like they'll take the wind out of me really fast. And swimming is one of those things. Like if I'm actually actively swimming, I lose my breath pretty quickly. So I'm not. I think that's another reason why I'm like so fearful of water. Is it's just not an environment that I do well. I love water. I love rivers and beaches and everything. But if I had to swim to survive, I'd be absolutely screwed. I can float on my back for as long as I can. But anything beyond that, yeah, no. I'm out. Yeah, I think a lot of swimming is knowing how to control your breathing, and it's hard. It is very difficult. That was something that... So on top of the asthma, I also had... I had like a traumatic nose injury. And that also really screwed up my breathing for like 10 years until I finally was able to get surgery on it. I should have gotten surgery then and there. It should have been like an immediate response thing, but that's a story for another day. But so yeah, I basically like for like 10 years of my life I couldn't breathe through my nose at all. So the inability to breathe through my nostrils paired with my weird asthma, it was just a bad mixture of you should never swim. That makes all sorts of cardio so hard. Yeah, I would get winded within like 20-30 seconds, and I would have to like exclusively breathe through my mouth, which is kind of it's like a different form of taxing to like have to actively breathe through your mouth, especially when you're doing cardio exercises, because you just have like kind of a natural easy flow through your nostrils. But if you're breathing through your mouth while you're on like a treadmill, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I guess the best word I could use is like clunky, but that's not like a great descriptor for the circumstances. But like mouth breathing on the treadmill, it felt clunky, for severe lack of a better term. So I think that's also why I just got into like exclusively lifting heavy weights, because it was a physical activity that I could do, and I loved the results of it, because I, started putting on like muscle and everything. Luckily, I got my deviated septum fixed in a surgery recently, so I can actually like breathe. Because previously I was like a pug. I just like my nostrils were specifically there for show, and that's it. They had no function. I was just like a little flat-faced pug. I think that's why I love them so much. It's not cute. Yeah, mouth breathing, believe it or not, is not cute. So that concept I never thought about until I went to the dentist one year. I think like last year I went to the dentist and they were like, hey, do you breathe in your sleep? And I was like, or do you breathe through your mouth in your sleep? And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, doesn't everybody? And they're like, well, kind of, but no. And that's when the dentist almost like kind of medically prescribed me as a mouth breather. And I didn't like, normally you just use that as like an insult, not as like a medical term. But in a medical context, it's like kind of an issue for your gums and your teeth health, especially if you're breathing through your mouth at night, because it can dry your mouth out and it can cause some like major dental issues. And that's when like it really began to, like, I just got so used to not being able to breathe out of my nose. But when my dentist told me, he was like, hey, yeah, like this could like destroy your teeth. And that's when I was like, oh, that's right. Like, this isn't normal, not being able to breathe through your nose. I should definitely get this looked at, because I don't want to lose my teeth. It would have taken a very long time for the mouth breathing to have had an effect on my teeth, for like my dental hygiene, but it was having like small effects over time. But eventually that would build up into one major effect. Swells up your tonsils and stuff, dries it all out. Yeah, and that's another thing too, is since I've gotten the surgery, my tonsils have definitely relaxed, because I definitely had some really awkward swelling. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's amazing the injuries we sustain, and you just kind of get used to them for so long. At least I did anyways. And then, you know, it just takes one random occurrence with a doctor or a medical professional for them to be like, hey, yeah, what you're doing right now is not normal. You should definitely find a solution for this soon, because it can have like adverse health effects for the rest of your life. And I was like, all right, got it. Then luckily, you know, with Costco, I had the benefits finally. I could finally get it taken care of. So, yeah, I am no longer. Sometimes because I did it for so long, I'll naturally gravitate towards mouth breathing. So I have to kind of actively think to breathe through my nostrils. It's something I have to remind myself of from time to time. I'm a mouth breather in my sleep, and it's something I try to work on. Yeah, and it's hard to work on it when you're not conscious too, you know. But yeah, because for a while, a lot of medical professionals thought like I had sleep apnea, but then I tested for sleep apnea and I didn't have sleep apnea, and so we couldn't figure out what it was. And then ironically, you know, like I was saying, of all the things, my dentist was the one who was like, hey, you know, your nose is causing a lot of your issues. But sleep is very important. It's amazing how much it's almost a night and day difference in terms of like overall health before and after my septum surgery, because of the amount and quality of my sleep and how drastically it changed. It felt like I had been living the last 10 years of my life like nerfed, and then finally I got a buff that I've been eating for a while, to put it into layman's gamer terms. Come on, peek. Peek. Damn it. Oh, man, I'm missing all those shots. Come on. Oh, I'm washed. This is why I play RPGs. Rival, I need you to carry me. Hey, there we go. That was kind of a lucky shot. Yeah, it's a losing battle, LMO. I really should do something about my sleep apnea. Maybe swimming is going to be easier now? True. W, dentist? Yeah, dentist probably saved my life, so that is a major W, dentist. Well, I hit him at least. I can download the game. Yeah, you're a big Star Wars guy. Oh, you can get the little baby Yoda BB-8 mod. Bro, I just can't hit any shots tonight. This is sad. Yeah, we'll go for a swim. Yeah, we'll go for a swim. We'll test it out. I'll let you know if I'm a better swimmer. Damn, I better be. I didn't get this surgery for nothing. Oh. Let's see if we can get a good hip fire. Oh my goodness. I'm too hungover for this. That's my excuse. I'm hungover. Well, chat, we went to a wedding yesterday, and beer and wine was free, but then there was like some sort of mishap. I don't know the whole context, but apparently someone had supposedly mistakenly paid for the liquor tab. I'm assuming they must have made a joke to the bartender, and the bartender took it seriously. Well, anyways, for a little while during the wedding, liquor was free, and me and my infinite wisdom heard free liquor and decided to take full advantage. And I'm paying for it today. By the way, chat, ads start in 50 seconds. Again, I'll, you know, as always, I'm trying to figure out, like, what the best balance of ads is for the stream, so I'll continue to work on that. But, yep, ads in 30 seconds. I can't believe that. I hope she didn't have to pay for all those drinks. Yeah, I don't know. You can't just, like, retroactively take, you know, drinks off of someone's tab. So someone had to pay for it, I'm sure. Oh, I'm in the lion's den. Alright. I'm not doing very good as a specialist. I should probably swap it up. But yeah, no, it was a good wedding. It was very beautiful. I'm very tired, but I'm glad that we had the opportunity to go. Ooh, got a headshot. Move up though. That's what weddings are for, aside from the whole love part. Well, yeah, I know, it's interesting. I've always kind of had... Again, this is not to discredit anyone's wedding. Also, you know, I've been married before. I am technically someone who's been divorced. But, yeah, weddings are interesting, especially when it's like a big wedding and there's so many people going. I don't know, I've always just had... I guess for me personally, the way I view a wedding, at least for mine anyways, is I would want it to be very small. Like, the ceremony and everything, like, that's between, like, me and my partner. And then the celebration is, like, for everyone else to come to afterwards, just to have a good time. Or, like, you know, the ceremony could be, like, immediate family and, like, close friends. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, again, to each their own. I have no judgment, but I've always just had mixed feelings about weddings and, like, how they're ran. Because, yeah, it feels like, again, not to discredit the integrity of weddings at all, but sometimes it feels like a lot of the time people are there to just get drunk. Which is, hey, that's cool, you know, teach their own. Again, just me personally, I would like to have, like, a smaller ceremony and then just, like, party afterwards, basically. Like, have the beautiful, traditional, beautiful wedding, and then afterwards you're just like, alright guys, let's go get messed up now. Well, this is the death hallway now. Yeah, a small ceremony and then a big party after. Yeah, exactly. You get it. You get what I'm saying. Woo! Man. These hallways are tough, man. It's just endless shots between the two. Mostly friends. Only immediate family. That's another thing too. Family, when you got a big family and there's, you know, someone always manages to make it about politics. And, like, I don't know, that's always been like a huge pet peeve of mine, is when someone takes their wedding speech as a time to be like, okay, let's make this about my politics now, you know, like, because inevitably, like every family's got a split of like political views, and I feel like every wedding that I've ever been to where that's the case with the family, if there's a family member that has an opportunity to make a speech, they always manage to sneak their politics into there. And it's always like subtle jabs at the other relatives that disagree with them politically. And it's like, man, this night is not about you. Like, this ain't about you. Whether I agree or disagree with you, it's just super cringe, regardless. But yeah, it was a good wedding though. I'm also, I guess, I thought about this a lot during the wedding. So it was a beautiful wedding. Everybody was really cool, you know. But I'm like this weird style of introvert where being in the physical presence of a large group of people overwhelms me really quickly. But simultaneously, like, streaming gives me so much energy, and they're both like social interactions, and they can be with a lot of people. And so like I'm an introverted person, but at the same time, I guess it just depends on like the situation and the circumstances, of course. They'd get booted if it were my wedding. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Yeah, I really don't want my family to invite people I don't know to my wedding like they do at every party, and I don't want to stress about other outside world shit. Yeah, a wedding's meant to be like, you put all that stuff behind you, and you just celebrate the beauty of love and union. Right? I feel like you should know everyone in your wedding. No, yeah, you absolutely should. I guess, again, like, this isn't me complaining about weddings or anyone's specific weddings, and this wasn't the case at the most recent wedding that I went to, but I just feel like very often there's always like some weird bad blood rivalry between family members, and I just feel like people always have such a hard time getting over their personal indifferences to realize that like this day is literally not about you at all. Like, you're very lucky to even have the opportunity to be here right now, and to like take that for granted. I think that's my biggest gripe about it, is just the amount of people that take someone else's wedding for granted and make it about themselves. Because in my mind, it's like, oh, we might get hacked here in a minute, sounds like. I guess just in my mind, like, it's all about the bride and the groom. Anyone else can fuck off. Like, this is their day and their day only, and you guys are just lucky to be there. They're the main characters, and you're just living in their movie. Like, for once, like, the whole main character thing actually applies in this situation, unironically. Yeah, and man, if I had a wedding and someone showed up I didn't know, I would not be cool with that for sure. But yeah, chat. So, I'm thinking with this like 5/6 day streaming schedule that I'm going to be running here soon, once I get out of work. I'm thinking of, obviously, we're definitely going to finish Skyrim for sure. We're gonna finish Schedule 1. Continue to play Battlefront whenever we feel like it, of course. And then a couple big additions that I really am excited for. So I really want to play through all the Kingdom Hearts, because I've never played the third one. So I'm really excited for that. I'll add Kingdom Hearts to that schedule. And I think we'll go through like, I think we'll just go through like the main 3 titles in the series. I'm not going to play any of the spin-offs or anything. Kingdom Hearts and oh man, there was one more. Oh, Valheim. I want to get a Valheim series going. So we'll keep playing all these games. I think I'll do like a daily rotation. Every day of the week will coincide with that, like that genre or that game. And we'll just kind of keep that schedule going. I'm sure we'll have some wild card days in there for sure, but I definitely want to get like a pretty good variety of stuff in there. Because I'm someone who likes to play, you know, I like to play all kinds of different games. I don't want to be limited to any specific game or genre, so I want to get a bunch of stuff in there. So like my initial schedule thoughts is going to be Valheim, Skyrim / Baldur's Gate. Probably finish Skyrim first and then jump into Baldur's Gate, so we're not running like too many complex RPGs at the same time. So Valheim, Skyrim, you know, some of this, Battlefront II, or I don't know if there's another shooter at the time that pops off that could be really fun. Halo might be fun too. I'd be down to play some Halo Infinite for sure. And then we should definitely finish Schedule 1 and then Kingdom Hearts. And I think that'll be a good schedule. We'll do that for a little while and see how that goes. But I think it'll be really fun. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be awesome. Because I'm going to have like, I haven't like finalized the list yet, but I'm going to have like, every day is going to be a theme. And so what I've worked out in my head for right now is there's going to be Survival Sunday, which is like crafting survival games, which is where Valheim's going to fit. There's going to be Mythic Monday, which is like the big RPGs and the story-based games, like Skyrim and Baldur's Gate. I'm not super excited about this name yet, but I think Tactical Tuesday is all right. You know, I think that'll be like the shooter day, like the Halos and the Battlefronts and the Call of Duties and whatever else. Fortnite. I'm sure we'll probably stream some Fortnite at some point. I think Wednesday was going to be Wildcard Wednesday, which is that just kind of gives me some flexibility. Like I could literally play anything, and it could also be just like you know, if you guys want to see me play a game, we could throw that in on Wednesday, or I don't know. There's you know, I see streamers hop on like those random like horror games that pop up from time to time. We could kind of make those days for that. And then Throwback Thursday, which was going to be like all the nostalgia trips. That's where like Kingdom Hearts would fit. And then, yeah, you know, I'm sure I'll probably stream a Friday or a Saturday from time to time. And that schedule's, you know, liable to change and everything. But for right now, I've worked night shift and I've worked weekends for the last 5 years of my life. And I'm going to tell you, I'm fucking sick of it. I'm tired of working nights. I'm tired of working weekends. And so for once in my life, I have the ability to have some control. And this is another reason why I wanted to get into streaming so badly. This is Ice Open Up. I want to do like, I think I'm gonna run some like early streams. I'm thinking like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. or something like that. They're gonna be long, you know, so there'll be plenty of time for people to tune in if they want to. And I'll be running a bunch of days, so there's gonna be some flexibility there. But I just I'll tell you, chat, like I'm so excited to have the ability to just give myself my own schedule. That's all I've wanted in my life. You know, like in terms of like professional like career aspirations, is I just want to be able to do my own schedule how I want to. And so I'll have weekends off for the first time in my life in 5 years, which is a godsend. I've worked it out too, so that it'll be the same schedule as my girlfriend's, because for a while now, me and my girlfriend have worked opposite shifts, which is really annoying because I like to spend time with her. So I worked it so that our schedules will coincide, so that when I finish streaming, she would likely get home from work right around that time. And then yeah, I've got weekends. So no nights, no weekends. Sunday, I don't really count. I feel like Friday and Saturday are like the true weekend days, and then Sunday is like your recover day. But I will stream some Fridays and Saturdays from time to time, of course. I know I'll have the energy for it, and I'll want to, just for fun. And I want to play something different that I haven't played out of the routine. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm super happy with how this is working out, and I think it's going to be a ton of fun. So yeah, I'm very excited, and I'm very thankful to have this opportunity to do something like this after working such random shifts for so long. New squad leader arriving. Fall in. And I know I've kind of been a little quiet on my socials and the content creation and everything lately, but now that I've kind of got a little bit of a... So here, I'll tell you this. So I've got like 3 more work weeks at Costco left, right? Oh, that little Ewok was in there. I didn't even see him. I've got 3 more work weeks left, and I've got 1 more full work week, and then 2 more work weeks that are split in half because of like a holiday or vacation request. So my work schedule is going to get a lot more laid back, and you know, I'll have a little bit more energy and time to focus on the stream and everything. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on. I'm super excited. I think it's going to be awesome, and I'll keep working on just everything. Yeah. The rebels are trying to block us from the docks. That's where they're running to. Very well. We'll seize their rally points at the auction house and bazaar. Then go. It'll be cool. Pretty sure I saw a guy on the map right here. Looks like they killed him though. But yeah, we're back to the current regular schedule until July 7th, so I'll keep streaming Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Sundays. And I think Tuesday, I'm gonna think about it, but I think I want to stream Valheim on Tuesday. I've been wanting to play that really bad lately, and I think that'd be like a cool game to challenge run. So we'll have to think of a challenge for our run on Valheim. We need to take Dodger Stadium now. I love video game chats. People are so funny. Enemy over there. Throwing grenade. Targeting the bazaar for capture. Damn, bro. Every time I look down an alleyway, there's someone shooting me from my side. Capture of the bazaar is progressing on schedule. Come here. Let me kill you. Damn, bro. It will no longer serve the rebels. The E11D. I do like that gun. I might just keep trying that out. Why is there so much huge? Damn, bro. Just getting killed everywhere we go.
Has joined the battle. Another rebel to defeat.
Oh, and then, yeah, before I forget. Bro, how did I not hit any of those shots, man? Fuck. But yeah, before I forget, too, we're like almost halfway to our monthly donation goal for Movember for men's mental health. I think we're sitting at like around 110 right now, so super stoked on that. I submitted an application to G Fuel. I figured I wasn't big enough, of course, you know, like I'm not surprised that they denied me, but they said that, oh whoops, I had console commands open. So G Fuel said that they're denying me for right now, but their email stated that if you reach 10,000 followers across your platforms, that that is like you're more than likely to get in with the program for like the G Fuel affiliate program, which is super cool. So I'm gonna try and get to that point. But I definitely like to get sponsored by an energy drink company. I love energy drinks, so I would definitely rep one for sure. I'm not a really big fan of there's G Fuel and there's that other one. I think it's like Gamer Subs. Their website is just like too sexualized for me, which I'm not like a super big fan of personally. I don't want to like, you know, muddy the brain. You know, again, teach their own. Like I never say any of these things out of judgment. It's just it's a big not for me thing. I just don't want to have like some anime girl on like my flavor, or you know, whenever that time comes to it. So yeah, I like the gamer or the G Fuel route more than Gamer Subs. Just not super into their whole branding scheme. Again, if you like Gamer Subs, totally cool. I got no issues with it. It's just it's not a not for me thing.
Some hotshot is deploying to assist. Don't know who.
I even have some ideas. I've always wanted to be like, you know, my stepdad, he always told me this. He like works for like aerospace machining, like he makes parts for airplanes, and he's done it like his entire life. And he always told me, he was like, if I could ever do anything else with my life, I would want to be like a adult cartoon creator, like The Simpsons or The Family Guy. And I think about that all the time, because I think about like, oh man, like I've always wanted to make flavors for like supplement companies. My stepdad wanted to make characters and settings for cartoons, and I always wanted to make flavors for supplement companies. So I've got some flavor ideas in mind for some ones that I would eventually want to do, but I'll keep them locked away until the time comes, because I want it to be a surprise. But you know, chat, I know it was a kind of a quick stream, but to be honest with you guys, I'm still pretty hungover from the wedding yesterday, so I don't want to bore you guys, but I wanted to hang out. I missed you guys. It's been a week, so I wanted to get some time with you guys. So, but get you a big bowl of pho, brother. Yeah, I was thinking about making some ramen. Honestly, that sounded pretty good. Pho is a good idea. I just don't think we have any pho near us, sadly. So I might have to resort to some ramen. No, it's 9 p.m. because there's like food trucks around us that would probably make some like fire pho. No, I'm an idiot. There is pho. There's a couple pho places. I'll see if they're open. I doubt they are, but I don't know. Sometimes some of those places have some crazy hours. So it's a good idea, Rival. I appreciate that. I'm gonna look into it actually because that sounds really good right now. But yeah, I've got a bit of a headache and I'm starting to lose some steam. So oxtail pho on a hangover goes crazy. I've had some oxtail before. That stuff was, yeah. It was a little different, but I liked it. But yeah, I'm sorry it was a short one. I'm off my like big work schedule. So certified Asian classic. um yeah, I'm gonna have more time for streaming. And then, like I said, again, a couple more weeks, I'm leaving. So, yeah. Good night, Mr. Streamer. Good night, Rival. Good night, everyone else, for coming out and hanging out. I appreciate you guys as always. I will stream Tuesday. So I will catch you guys Tuesday. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Until next time.